When Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao relinquished his post as the President of the Indian National Congress, analysts maintained that it was only a matter of time before there would be pressure mounted on him to demit his post as the leader of the Congress Parliamentary Party. The fact that he chose not to give up his CPP leadership was seen as the starting point of a new power struggle within the Congress Party. And last week, when the Congress President Mr. Sitaram Kesri made dramatic changes in the party organization, this battle between the two Congress camps spilled out in the open. The sacking of the three senior general secretaries of the party and the replacement of MS Bitta as Youth Congress President by Satyajit Singh Gaikwad were all indications that the party president was keen to consolidate his hold in the Congress apparatus. Analysts argue that this was inevitable as the party could ill afford two centers of power.
Earlier Congress party was controlled by Prime Minister who happened to be the AICC President. So he could control both the centers of power, organization as well as government. This time, organization is being controlled by the person who has a capacity to dole out favors. Where Narasimha Rao, as leader of the Congress Parliamentary Party, cannot give anything. So if you can say dice is loaded against Rao in this situation.
ये जो बार-बार अखबार में और प्रेस में ये आता है, मीडिया में आता है कि केसरी जी के लोग ऐसा कर रहे हैं, केसरी जी को, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं। केसरी जी की तरफ से कोई ऐसी बात नहीं है और केसरी जी ज़रूर इस बात का प्रयास कर रहे हैं कि कांग्रेस को कैसे दोबारा फिर से जो पिछले दिनों कांग्रेस का जो ग्राफ नीचे गया है या जो हमारा जन समर्थन कम हुआ है उसको फिर से कैसे जोड़ा जाए, इस बात की हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं.
But those who were divested of their official status believe that Mr. Kesri could have been more graceful.
Congress is facing a very serious challenge. And at this point of time, to give the impression that congressmen are fighting at the summit level, like we have done in some of the states, I think those who are responsible for that, I'm sure, should have second thoughts.
Mr. Kesri's efforts for party unity is also being seen as a part of his strategy to isolate Mr. Rao and his supporters within the Congress. First, Mr. Madhavrao Scindia was taken back to the Congress fold. 2 weeks later, it was the turn of other senior congressmen, including Mr. Ramamurthy and Mr. Shiv Charan Mathur. While Mr. Mupnar and his TMC have not agreed to return, for the moment at least, hectic negotiations are on to get the Congress Tiwari group back into the parent organization.
ये तो कांग्रेस से वर्किंग कमेटी का ये फैसला था कि जो लोग किसी भी कारणवश किसी भी वजह से कांग्रेस छोड़कर गए हैं उनको फिर से कांग्रेस में लाया जाए और इसके लिए पूरी वर्किंग कमेटी ने कांग्रेस प्रेसिडेंट को ऑथराइज किया था कि वो लोगों से बातचीत करके उसका रास्ता निकालें.
The fact that all these rebel congressmen so far admitted had left the party due to their differences with Mr. Narasimha Rao is not lost on political observers.
Yes, absolutely. Because he wants to pack the party with anti-Rao elements. That is his first objective. Second objective is that he wants to prove that he is acceptable to the largest section of the congressmen within the Congress as well as those who left the Congress. Kesri is a person who can lead the congressmen. That is what he was trying to project himself.
However, it is the elections for the Congress Parliamentary Party office bearers scheduled for the 10th of December which may become the stage for confrontation between the two groups. Supporters of Mr. Rao are keen that he continue being leader of the Parliamentary Party, while senior party leaders supporting Mr. Kesri are openly calling for Mr. Narasimha Rao to step down.
Narasimha Rao ji will do a great service to himself and the party if he gracefully steps aside and let the things pass through the courts and let him come out as innocent, and he will regain his lost image much more, and also the party will come up in a much more brighter way.
The hard cold fact is that he was elected leader of the Congress Parliamentary Party after the election took place. It was in May 1996. He was elected unopposed. And now if some members want that he should go, then there is a set procedure. There is a party constitution, I mean Congress Parliamentary Party constitution. And they will have to go through that procedure simply because somebody is demanding, that does not justify.
While Mr. Kesri's group has not yet declared any candidate for the post of the CPP leader, in case Mr. Rao steps down, there are a couple of names being floated around. Among them is the former Finance Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, the senior leader and CWC member Mr. Sharad Pawar, and in fact even the name of Mr. Kesri himself. But some party workers are keen that in order to avoid damage to the party itself, there should be a rapprochement between Mr. Rao and Mr. Kesri.
Mr. Kesri is on record that he has no intention of being the leader of the CPP, and CPP leader has also mentioned it on a number of occasions that Congress president is the supreme in the Congress organization. But still some people are trying to create problems. Therefore, it would be desirable that if the so-called differences are scotched off.
I am very confident that both our senior leaders would work with the same spirit together to strengthen the team. And as far as we are concerned, we will work with team spirit in the organization. Whatever task is allotted to any one of us, we would cooperate and work.
Meanwhile, political commentators are keenly watching the role of Sonia Gandhi, the widow of former Prime Minister Mr. Rajiv Gandhi. While she has time and again been invited to take a more active role in the party affairs, her enigmatic silence has only added to the mystery.
She has the sympathies of the people. She has been from the family who have done sacrifice for the nation and the party. So that factor is with her, and we all congressmen have regards and sympathies for her.
But the rousing reception that was accorded to her by the Mupnar-led Tamil Manila Congress in Chennai recently has led analysts to argue that perhaps in the long run, Sonia Gandhi may hold the magical key of both reunification and galvanizing of the Congress party.
वो चाहती हैं कि कांग्रेस एक हो, कांग्रेस में एकता है और कांग्रेस के लोग मिलजुल कर काम करें, क्योंकि आज ज़रूरत इस बात की है. आज लोग इस बात की आशा करते हैं, उम्मीद करते हैं कांग्रेस नेतृत्व से कि सारे कांग्रेस जन एक हों, क्योंकि जो नुकसान हुआ है पिछले दिनों पार्टी का, वो इसलिए हुआ है कि हम कई हिस्सों में बट गए.
For the moment, however, the battle lines have been drawn between Rao and Kesri supporters. And maybe the results of the CPP office bearers election on the 10th of December will show who will finally emerge the winner.